morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
The Beezer.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
That's nice.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 22nd day of October, 2024. Hey, good morning to you, everybody. My name is Chris Hockey. I am sitting here in the Score 690 studios, getting ready for a big show I just can't wait to present to you. I mean, we've got so much planned. Johnny Bonus is going to be here. I love you, Johnny Bones. Let's see. Marnie Galarnar is going to be here. No Rosie, because apparently, without telling anybody, that some bitch went off to Texas or California. There's just so much to get to. We should just get this show started right now. Corey's sitting in there drooling because he loves radio so much. And look at Zach. He's still seeping. Max is here, looking for some strange. Here's some comedy from Greg Barrett on why fun-size Halloween candy sucks. Power Trip Morning Show. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I know what the kids need, right? You come to my house, I go full size, not fun size. Full size, not fun. What's fun about this? Nothing, actually. Truth be told, you know what's fun? Candy bar you can lay down on. Yeah, that's fun. I rock full size, if you will, and I have all the candy food groups represented. And when I say that, I mean, you know, I have a chocolate caramel situation for you, if you will. Chocolate peanut butter, chocolate with nougat, chocolate with nuts. Not a lot of nuts. I'm not going to unload an Almond Joy on you and expect you to dig that, man. That is too much nuts, Johnny Protein. Go lift weights elsewhere, all right? That's not what we're about tonight. Maybe we do a Snickers or Mr. Goodbar. That's good proportions right there. Some, if not all, of the M&M family at my party. What if I don't like chocolate at all? Well, don't sweat that, my friend, because then I have you covered in what I like to refer to the pectin-based fruit chews. I.e. Skittles, Dots, Jujubes, Mexican hats if I can find them. Razzles, half candy, half gum. What is it? Don't overthink it. Let the razzle become you. Eat it, chew it, spit it out, put it in your sister's hair. Don't worry about it. It's Halloween, man. Don't overthink this.
You'll be salivating when you see it. Ballish to me, but
the finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
So yesterday, the radio play-by-play voice of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Alan Horton, texted me and said, "Hey, I'm going to be obviously in Los Angeles for the big Lakers-Wolves tilt. Do you want me to call in at like 8 o'clock for a quick Wolves preview?" And I'm like, that would be awesome. We've been thinking all week, like, how are we going to cover this? And to have somebody in Los Angeles is going to be badass. So Horton's going to check in at 8 o'clock. How cool is that?
That's sweet, man.
I mean, you don't have access to that kind of like...
Yeah.
International access, man. Wherever the Wolves go, we need to have somebody following them.
Yeah, especially
and Alan
the
Horton
first game
is the only one I could think of.
Yeah.
So Alan's
this
calling
season
in
goes
today.
by so quickly.
Yep.
And we've got to get it and get it good.
Yeah, but who else would we have? I love Jim Peterson.
I can't think of anybody who's at the game that we know.
No, exactly. Marnie's not going to be there. I'm not going to make Jim Peterson call in at 6 o'clock L.A. time.
No.
Jim Pete.
So it's pretty much Alan or, I mean, I think no one.
I mean, I don't think Johnny Athletic's going.
No.
Scooch McNutt.
No.
Is Lavelle going?
No.
I don't think so. So really, Horton's the only one that's going to be in Los Angeles. So we're going to check in with him, too.
I feel like there's
How
something
cool
we're
is that?
missing.
That's awesome.
No, it's just Horton.
It's just Alan.
Oh, Johnny Horton.
No, it's Alan.
Whatever.
Yeah, big tilt tonight.
Can't wait.
All the beautiful people will be there in Los Angeles. A lot of big-time celebrities and Alan Horton, too.
That's right. And think about
Expensive ticket, too.
Oh, my gosh. You have to be loaded
Yeah.
to be at this game.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
Loaded.
I would do that.
Oh.
Do what? Hey, I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. I mean, we got to make a big deal because this is going to be the first step of the journey towards championship.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
You're going to be able to tell everybody. I remember I watched every game that season. But you can't watch them all if you don't watch the first one.
Right.
Yeah, they're 10-1. They're one of the favorites. They can do
Hell
this.
yeah, man.
Good for you, son.
Yeah.
Oh, Sal.
Guy gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
They're a very good basketball team. It's going to be awesome to watch. I just wish I could go, you know?
Well, you're not loaded.
Yeah.
You're
I
not
wish
a
I
big
could
enough
go.
celebrity, and you're not rich enough.
You didn't
But
know
like,
the gum was
think
loaded.
about this weekend, though. This week. Think about it. Tonight, you go out to L.A., you go to the Lakers-Wolves opening game. Then 2 days later, you go to the Vikings-Rams game. Think about that for a sports weekend.
I mean, if you don't have a media pass, though, that would add up pretty quickly. That'd be expensive.
Yeah.
Saucy, maybe someday you can go with your son.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could go to Hooters pregame.
There's a Hooters in L.A.
You could Peter poison.
I could Peter my poison. Mm-hmm. All right.
Because it's a poison and a Peter call.
What the hell was PJ talking
I don't
about?
know.
You could Peter poison.
I think he's. Do they have like a botched field goal or something?
Because it's a poison and a Peter call.
Yeah, that's the call when you yell poison or.
Yeah, when you want to hear poison, you yell poison.
Yeah, too bad we can't play poison anymore.
If you want to hear some Cetera, you just yell Peter.
Yeah.
And who doesn't?
And that's
Peter
the perfect
Cetera
playlist,
Wells.
right?
Yeah.
You turn on your iTunes, you hit shuffle, and
You could Peter poison.
that's how it goes. You get a little Cetera right into poison, fallen angel, talk dirty to me, and I won't forget you, baby.
Yeah. Even though, like, that's not my kind of music, I would gladly welcome that. Like, if we could only listen or play Wasp on this station, that was the only music that was allowed, would you rather hear that or all the generic music?
Yes.
I know you'd want to hear Wasp. You love Wasp.
Jesus.
Core?
You said it, man.
Thank you.
So it's Wasp or nothing?
Or nothing.
Did I not put things in under today's date?
You put the one bit.
There you go.
Yeah. Because, you know, if I can't find it if you don't put it there.
I don't know.
Button bar. Yeah, it's going to be a great sports week for your
It already
Minnesota
is.
teams. The
It
Wolves
already
are going
is.
to win tonight. I'm glad Alan reached out because I don't know who else we'd use.
I was panicking. I'm
Yeah,
like, how are
same.
we going to cover this game?
Same.
We got to have somebody in California.
It's the opener. And
It's the
maybe of
opener.
a championship season.
It's the only person I could think of.
Oh, it's
and
the
he
only-
reached out to
you
me,
know
which
what?
is even easier.
It's the only person that cares enough to go to the game. You know what I mean? I know he's being paid, but it's going to be great. I can't wait to hear from Alan.
Well, to be honest, I know he's the voice of the Timberwolves, but he didn't tell anybody. I didn't even know he was going to the game until he texted me yesterday. He kept it a secret, basically, right? Kept it to himself.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to Los Angeles. I thought maybe he was just broadcast from Target Center.
Well,
But apparently he goes, but
You know what
didn't
makes
tell
me
me until
uncomfortable?
yesterday.
You know what makes me uncomfortable when you're talking about Rosie? Let's say if he mentioned, like, I don't know, that he's going to a Timberwolves game from. It makes me uncomfortable how he says the word broadcast with such an emphasis on broad.
Yeah.
It's so, and he'll say it in a room full of babes.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of broads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does. He loves
And he
singing.
turns and he looks right at Marty and he goes, yeah, I'm doing the broadcast. And
Yeah.
Like spittle
I'm-
flying out of
I'm
his mouth when he
offended.
says it.
and I'm saddened.
You're
But
offended?
he's a Hall of Famer. So he gets to do what he do.
Well, I'm just glad we haven't made fun of him in the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, I am too.
But we
I forgot
probably-
that
So he'll be here?
He can't be here today.
Oh.
Oh, has he got a doctor's appointment or something?
Yes,
getting
he's
his
actually
balls
the
like
doctor,
that?
though.
Oh, he's performing his own physical?
Nope. He's doing it for Bronny James.
Wow.
He's touching those testicles.
Wow. Well,
That's right.
That's
That's what he does.
Rosie-
He checks the players before the games.
He has a doctorate, and now that's what he's going to do with his doctor degree? Is touch Bronny James's balls?
Well, somebody has
I don't know
to.
why you got to be crude about it.
I know. I was being real crude. So he's not here today.
Hey,
I don't think so.
who do you think is the highest paid player on the Los Angeles Lakers salary-wise?
Probably Anthony Davis.
No.
LeBron.
LeBron.
Is it
by
LeBron?
$5 million.
See,
he just re-upped. I think.
60?
I only guessed Anthony Davis because I assumed it was LeBron, but you were surprised that it wasn't LeBron, so I guessed Anthony.
I
Makes
thought
sense?
he was out to pasture.
I mean,
No, but he signs-
48,728,000.
He signed short deals that are just gigantic now, right? The last couple.
Yeah, I think earlier this summer, I think it was. He was like, "All right, I'll give you guys a discount if you go out and get a free agent." And then it was like 3 days later, and he's like, "All right, give me my money."
yep, correct.
So $48 million for him, 43 for Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who's next. 18 for D'Angelo.
Wow, D'Angelo Russell makes $18 million a year. How is he still in the league?
He plays basketball.
He's terrible.
He's
right,
really
Maxo?
bad. Yeah, he's really bad.
Let's take a look at the old roster for your Minnesota Timberwolves. See who's making what.
Well, that's a good question. Who's the highest paid player now?
Hey,
Yeah, who do you think is the highest paid player now?
Jaden?
it'd have to be Ant, right?
Well, if Ant's contract is kicked in, when does his extension kick in?
God, I wish I could get him.
Oh,
Otherwise, it's Julius
Rudy.
Randle.
It's probably Rudy.
Hey, look
Oh,
at
yeah,
this.
Rudy, too.
Rudy,
It's
good
probably
point.
Rudy. Yeah.
Hi, Johnny Bones.
Randall's got to be close too, right?
Nah, he's got a pretty team-friendly deal.
Does
I
he
think.
really?
Yeah.
I think it's only like $90 million.
That's how they could bring it both.
I need a
Yeah.
final answer from you, Slots.
All right, then we're going to
I'm
go
going
Rudy.
Rudy.
Rudy makes $43,827,587. Ant makes $42,176,000. So by $1 million, Anthony's got
Thanks,
him.
Boney.
Up next, Julius Randle, $33 million.
Thanks, John Bonus.
Yeah, he's really good.
Man, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
That's a ton of money.
Yeah.
Next,
That's how much I want so I can go to Laker games.
Oh,
Nas
my
makes
son.
13.
why would you pay?
He's going to be making way more soon.
Jaden Mack, J Mack as I call him, makes 23.
Yeah.
It's a steal.
Devontae DiVincenzo makes 11.
Excuse me?
Devontae.
DiVincenzo only makes $11
Yeah.
million. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, it's such a steal, man.
He's a shooting guard.
He's really good.
And Mike Conley makes $9 million.
Another steal.
Yeah.
A lot of good value. Way to go, Tim Conley.
Way to go, Tim. We're stealing.
Tim Conley is probably the best GM this town has ever had.
Hey, did you guys see? I think Kat was on. Was it Jalen Brunson's podcast? I don't remember which
I
podcast.
think you
Every
are
NBA player now has 63 different podcasts.
Was it Maxie on the mic?
Maybe.
Was it two guys doing each other?
I think so.
or whatever it's called. What's that podcast called?
So Kat was on.
That, yeah, what's that
You think
called?
I'm Cleveland and the Geek?
So anyway, Kat was on Two Guys Doing Each Other, and
I think it's like
Dudes
dudes
on
on
dudes.
dudes.
That's
so
it, yeah.
they asked him how quickly before Shams tweeted that you got traded did you know you got traded? Just really asking how quickly does Shams get the information out, right?
Yeah. Good question.
And Kat quickly said 4 minutes. And Brunson or whoever it was, Josh Hart, I forget which podcast it was, goes, 4 minutes? Like, so what? Did you get texted or called? He goes, no, face to face. He's like, wait, what do you mean face to face? Your agent? He goes, no, Tim Conley at my house. Mm-hmm. He said, and all of the guys on the panel on the podcast were NBA players. And he's like, oh, they're all like, oh, mad respect for that. That's huge. Tim Conley drove by himself to Kat's house. And he said, there's Kat and a bunch of his friends. So there's like 5 or 6 guys. And man to man, face to face, just said, we're trading you to New York. And Kat was like, look, that was killer. Like that's how you do it. That, not a text or a call, like face to face, just said, this is the deal. We're trading you to New York. And every player there was like, that's how you do it.
That's pretty cool.
That's sweet.
That Conley's just that much of a baller just to go, no, this is, we're big fans of yours, dude, but this is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
That's pretty cool.
That is sweet. Yeah.
I went to a cat house once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I fired some stuff too.
Wow. No, he traded him, not fired him.
Oh.
Who did you go with?
Your dad? Peter Lambert?
Wow. Well, you love the Lambert men.
Not just the Lambert men.
Amen, brother. Wow. I mean, you've seen a couple of them naked before their wedding.
Yeah.
Notice I said a couple.
You seen my mom naked? Don't answer that. You have?
I still don't understand why Chris was the only one that got to see Kel naked before you married her. That doesn't seem fair.
No,
We had a deal.
Like a whole bunch of us were on that
Sauce
trip.
and I had a deal.
yeah.
When I first brought him into the morning show, I said, "Here's the deal. If at some point and someday you get married to a beautiful young lady whom I find attractive, I'm going to need to inspect the goods. And we wrote it in the contract, in his first contract.
Yep. And then Hawk told her, it's the price of staying in my suite. And then he just lit a cigarette and walked away from her.
Yeah.
I didn't know he smoked.
I don't. I just laid it on the ashtray.
Was part of the deal that it had to seem accidental, but it was intentional?
Yeah. I like, this is going to sound weird, you guys. Please don't freak out. I like to see naked women run.
Oh, my God. Okay, Ted Bundy.
Wait.
Don't freak out.
Yeah.
Don't freak out. That sounded odd. I admit it.
Relax, David Koresh.
My attorney has told me multiple times to stop saying that.
You mean
out loud.
my dad?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. It's I like to see the jiggle.
My God. Dude.
What can I say? Did you call me Dave?
I said, my God.
Dave.
I'm pretty sure you
I
called me
called
Dave.
you David
Oh,
Koresh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Did Koresh like to watch naked women run?
Who knows what Koresh was into? I don't think so, Corey. I think he was all about the Lord.
Yeah, I'm starting a new charity 5K.
What's it called?
Let's get nude and jiggle
Oh, my.
for charity. We haven't chosen a charity yet.
I don't think the people you want to show up for that are going to show up.
See, now that's where you're wrong. I want to see them all. I think I've said this before. I'll say it again. I better not say it.
No. Yeah, don't.
But you both know what I was going to say.
No, I mean, maybe.
You guys ever seen a mink? Not like on somebody's shoulders, but in real life.
I think I was due once. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Didn't you say you saw one the night before Sauce's wedding?
Oh.
That was a minx.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know if I actually have.
I don't know if I have either.
Do we know if minks are different than muskrats?
That's a
gotta
great
be, right?
question.
We don't know anything.
They
on
are,
this
I
show.
don't know anything.
They've got to be.
I think they must be.
Nobody wears a muskrat coat.
That's what I'm saying. And, I don't think you'd
Maybe
want to
I'll
call
start.
it. Well, no, but I'm saying I bet they might be the same thing, but somebody be like, I ain't wearing that muskrat coat.
Yeah.
Well, would you wear a mink coat?
I've seen a muskrat.
Sure would. Yeah.
Sure.
Part of the weasel, otter, and ferret family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
By the way,
We had a ferret in our biology class.
why?
Like
That's
in a cage.
mean.
Those things are cool.
They do not smell good.
No, but they're cool looking.
All right.
They're cool looking?
Yeah.
The people
you
that
have
had
one?
like weird animal pets like ferrets, that's a red flag.
Right. Get a dog.
Yeah. Why do you got a snake,
Yeah.
you
right.
freak?
What? Yeah. Why do you have a snake, you freak? Poor Jake the snake.
I had an ex-girlfriend who had an iguana.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
iguana.
Yeah.
Get
out of there.
I did get out of there, actually.
Sure you did. By the way, this segment was brought to you by my good friends at Gutter Helmet MN, gutterhelmetmn.com. Never clean your gutters again.
Yeah, don't let those minks get in your gutters.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. So the good news is we do have the Wolves game covered. That's a relief.
That is good.
Yeah, man, we got that done.
So Rosie will be here at 7:20.
I don't know where he is today, but he's
He went
off.
to Texas.
He's off
He went
today.
to Texas.
I think he went to Texas.
But Marnie Gellner will be here. I can't wait to get her thoughts on the Lynx debacle.
You know what I can't wait to do? When we come back, can I take you guys through every NBA team and have you guys guess who makes the most money on that squad? Because I find these numbers to be outstanding.
They're all absurd.
They're
But
absurd.
good for them.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. Somebody got to make that money.
Yep.
Like, who do you think's the highest paid player on the Boston Celtics?
Tatum.
No!
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
I forgot Jaylen Brown just signed that
That's
giant
right.
deal.
That's a shooting guard,
Yeah.
and he makes $49 million a year. Who'd you say? Giroux?
Tatum.
Oh,
El Giro.
I don't see a guy named Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Oh, yeah, he makes 34.
Yeah.
He makes 34.
See,
And
again, these are always tricky because his extension then hasn't kicked
Yeah,
in yet
and
either
that's
because he
like
makes
mine
more than
hasn't
that.
either.
Oh.
Giroux Holiday makes $30 million.
Yeah.
It's just true.
There's no way that's not how you spell Drew, buddy.
That's true.
It's not, I'm sorry, that's not how you spell that. He's the highest paid guy on the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson?
It's got to be Cat
Or
now.
Cat, maybe?
Yeah, Cat makes $49 million.
Jeez.
He's way out ahead of everybody. Oh,
Wow.
this guy named Og.
OG.
OG Anunoby. Yeah.
He makes $36 million. It's spelled OG. I'm sorry. His last name's Anunoby.
Sorry, actually, it's Drew.
Anunoby?
Anunoby.
Okay. I'm your father.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Save us, Anunoby.
Are we in break yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But we are right now.
The Fan.
This is a song called Change by a local band by the name of Harbor and Home. I like this sound. It's good. It's good stuff. Hey, Johnny Bones, how are you, man?
I love that you guys are playing local music now.
I think it's a good thing. It's
love it.
One of those things that happened by circumstance.
Yes.
And it ended up being a good thing, you know?
Awesome.
Johnny Bones?
Yes, sir.
Quit messing around.
Okay.
Tell me who you think is the highest paid player on the Brooklyn Nets.
Durant? No, he's not on Durant. He's on the Phoenix now. I don't know. I have any idea who's on the Nets anymore.
Anybody want to help him out?
Good question.
Anybody? Anybody want to help him out? Anybody?
Nets.
It's a name I've heard of.
Ben Simmons?
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Good one.
Ben Simmons.
$40 million. He's a 6'10" point guard.
Yeah, right.
Barely played.
Robbing the city of Brooklyn.
Do you guys ever see, there's like those social media accounts that just follow ice cold freezing sports takes, right?
Yeah.
They'll post videos that do not age well, right?
Yeah.
You guys ever seen the clip of Colin Cowherd staring right into the camera about 5 years ago going, look, everybody's worried that LeBron's going to leave basketball and that basketball is not going to have anybody to pass the torch to. But he basically looks right into the camera and goes, LeBron, you can go. You can go now. We have Ben Simmons. You can go. And he was being 100% serious. He thought that Ben Simmons was off to such a great start because he could kind of do it all, right?
Yeah, he could,
Play
except shoot.
defense, dunk. That the league is going to be just fine because we have Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Find the clip. Look at his conviction and how much he's like, LeBron, just pass the torch. It's over. It's over. It's the craziest thing I've heard, except for when this dude locally said that Shohei Ohtani would not fit on the Minnesota team.
All right. Easy does it.
How's that one working out? Freezing!
Denver Nuggets.
Jokic.
$51 million.
Yeah, Jamal Murray, I bet, is second, right?
36.
Gordon just got an extension yesterday.
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon did?
133.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking about Aaron Gordon?
Aaron Gordon.
$22 million.
And now it's 40-something with a new extension.
Oh, ooh-wee.
30 or 40? I didn't see the number. It's something like that.
Colin Cowherd said, look, I've watched the NBA for 4 decades. Hang on.
Scroll.
And I say now with Ben Simmons, hey, LeBron, we're good, bro. I mean, wow.
That's an all-time worst take.
Can you imagine if he worked here?
Oh, God.
Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
That would be
It's no different where he
the
works.
Power Trip Morning Show.
Yeah.
LeBron, we're good.
Oh,
Well,
man.
that's the Charge Tom Brady bit.
Yeah, or the framework of a deal bit.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of... If you have an ice-cold, terrible take, it does not leave the fan.
No.
That's all this station basically is a bunch of bits,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't even win the
that's it.
preposterous
That's
statement
it.
tournament for that.
Yeah.
Which is
Job done
preposterous.
that. Yes.
Yeah, you
Which is
should
why
have.
it's also preposterous.
What did you lose to? Tommy Olson saying the Gophers are going to go 12-0?
Thielen saying...
Which is just... Yours is so much worse.
Yeah, what was he supposed to say?
I mean, Carolina was... Whatever. They've seen better days. But Carolina under 10 years ago was in a Super Bowl.
Plus, you didn't expect him to say, I'm going to a team that's going to suck.
Correct.
And none of us knew Bryce Young was going to be a disaster, right? So maybe Thielen's like, this team's not that bad. We're a year or two away. I'm going there to see if we can figure out a way to win a Super Bowl. That's the most cliche thing ever. it's not cliche to say one of the best baseball players of all time wouldn't fit on the Twins and how we do things here.
Who is like 19 of 22 with runners in scoring position in the playoffs?
John,
No, but technically
you got
John's
robbed.
right.
Who got robbed more, the Lynx on Sunday or Bonus in the
what I'm gonna
PST?
say. I'm come from a long line of Minnesotans getting screwed.
Yeah. You should be a champ. You should be a one-time champ.
You should.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Technically, he was right, though, because the Twins don't spend money, so he wouldn't play into what we do here.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
How good would some breakfast be right now?
Oh, what would you get?
So good.
Probably some cheeseburgers.
Cajun.
Wow.
Cajun from the Uptown Grill. Good Lord.
Oh, man. The Uptown Grill Wales.
Oh,
yeah.
Too spicy.
So good, though. Great spot.
Cajun breakfast.
I would get
Too spicy.
3 blueberry pancakes for Mal's breakfast.
Nobody cares.
I know. I just like talking. And I'm real fat.
I felt like you were actually trying to order over the radio.
I mean, maybe.
Let me give you one more team. Let me think of a team that you guys don't know anything about.
I mean, between Max and Corey,
you
I
go.
bet they can figure
Not
it
anymore.
out.
Max is 10 times more
No, I know, but
knowledgeable about the
between the
current
two of
state
you-
of the NBA.
the worst named team in sports,
Oh, boy.
the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
It's
Probably Brandon Ingram, maybe?
It's Zion. It's
Zion.
got to be Zion. Or
Gotta
CJ
be Zion.
McCollum?
Who the hell's down there?
It's either Zion or CJ McCollum.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Zion.
By $500,000, it's Zion.
Yeah.
Just above Brandon Ingram. They both make 36. And then at $33,333,333 is CJ McCollum.
Robbing
Yeah.
the city of
Yes.
New
Is
Orleans.
he
Yep.
really?
Yeah.
The NBA is very good at paying people on talent and not what they've done. Zion is a great player.
I heard his as well.
You can,
Zion is a great
Oh,
player.
it's Tuesday.
they're good at paying people?
Oh, bonus.
Not on this show.
You guys are getting paid?
Oh, bonus.
Hey, I love it when I see a guy's name that I've never heard before and he's making $30 million a year.
I bet. Do you think all of us know who it is?
Oh, sure. I'm sure.
What's his name?
I think it's called DeJoint.
DeJounte Murray?
Yeah. There's no way that's how you spell DeJounte.
DeJoint.
The joint.
I bet he likes DeJoint
Snoop
better.
son, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. That's the guy they tried to bring in here before they traded for Rudy Gobert. That's the guy they wanted.
Yeah, I know.
No, I was informing everyone else.
Okay.
I knew you knew that. They wanted to bring in the joint.
I think he would appreciate the name DeJoint more than, what'd you say it was?
DeJounte.
Yeah, that's not right. That's not how you spell that. I'm sorry, that's just not.
How old do you think he is? 24?
Who, DeJoint?
The joint.
And he's been on 3 teams already? Because
He's on
Atlanta moved on from
He's
him,
on the
right?
Hawks and the Spurs.
Yeah. DeJoint.
The joint. He's 28.
What do you think about the Memphis Grizz?
It's got to be Ja Morant.
His name is Ja,
Yeah, Ja.
as in I broke my jaw.
Yep.
Except no W.
What?
Ja.
He makes $36 million. You're right.
Yep, that's what Paris thought was John
Yeah.
Morant.
You know
That's
who-
really
You
funny.
know who was second on the Memphis Grizz?
Desmond Bain?
That's right. It is me.
Well, see, Cor, you know more than you think, buddy boy.
Yeah. Give yourself some credit,
I
Cord.
would not have got
Well,
that.
I mean, nobody on this station knows baseball.
Well, nobody on this station, though, knows basketball. We don't even send people to the game.
Hey, dudes.
Who's that, Alan Horton?
Hey, dudes. Do you guys know that Ja Morant is only 6'2", 174 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast. He can jump out the gym, though,
Yeah,
man.
he's-
He's
6'2", 174.
He's great.
when he's healthy, he's top 3-point
Or
guard in
not
the league.
suspended.
Yeah. Or
You
when
guys
he-
ever heard of a dude by the name of Yuki Kawamura?
Yeah, he just signed a 2-way contract
Yeah.
with them. He was balling in the Olympics. I'm not gonna lie. Japan got robbed by the by the French officials.
That dude's only 5'8", 159.
They have I think they have the tallest player and the shortest player.
Yeah, because this one guy named Zach,
Edie?
Go for it. Yep.
Yeah.
7'4". That's the dude out of Purdue.
That's
I
a
remember
huge
that guy.
bitch.
Yeah, you know that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a freak.
That's a huge bitch.
Man, this is a fun game.
Yeah, this is.
Listen to Chris mispronounce names.
I'm 4 for 5 probably. 4 for 5 maybe. I'll give you one more. The San Antonio Spurs.
Who is the highest paid player? That's a good
Can't be
question.
Wemby.
Yeah.
No.
Not Wemby yet.
Sohan is there. Chris Paul?
Chris Paul is there.
He can't be the highest paid.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Man,
It's got to be.
He
him.
is not.
Jeremy Sohan?
What?
Huh?
I don't even know who else the Spurs have.
Is it? DeJounte Murray's not
This
on
is
this
a
team right now.
name that I've never heard before.
What is it? Give us the initials. I might give it away, but
DV.
Oh,
down to Versace?
Devin Vassell. Devin
Vassell.
Yeah.
I never heard of that dude.
I forgot that they overpaid the hell out of him.
Donatella Versace.
Recently.
He makes
She's still
$29
with
million.
us? $29 million.
Yeah.
Think
Then
about
there's
that.
Keldon
That's
Johnson.
nothing
Oh, I forgot,
on an
yeah.
NBA roster.
Forgot about Calvin Johnson.
And a guy named Harrison
Megatron?
Barnes.
Harrison Barnes is still hanging around.
Wow.
Yeah, he makes 18 mil. He's 32 years old. Good for you guys. All right.
Hold on a second. How old do you think Harrison Barnes is?
32.
I just.
Oh, you
I
did it.
literally-
Sorry.
Does he still play? Like a lot of these are just dead
I'm
money.
just gonna
Dead money, right?
take a shot at it. And
I thought he'd be way older than that.
Oh yeah, good point. They'd still show up on the roster if they were getting dead money, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, Harrison, he's still in the league.
Did you guys know Greg Popovich still coaches them?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, Popovich is unfireable.
I think he was on his way out, and then Wemby came in,
Yeah,
and he's like, you know
correct.
what? I'm going to hang around for a little bit.
This kid could win me
They
a
don't pay
championship.
anybody anything down there.
But don't forget, though,
ain't
this
worth
station
it.
covers the NBA, and that's why Alan Horton is in Los Angeles. We'll talk to him about 8 o'clock about the Wolves-Lakers tip-off tonight. We got somebody on hand in California. Alan Horton. That's awesome.
Man, what a pro.
Front page sports next, fan.
Underneath the sun.
Big day, big day. It all starts today. The run to the NBA championship begins on the Fan tonight. Covered in like a blanket.
Oh.
Thanks. Let's get her started, shall we? Let's get right to sports.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. Buy 2, get 1 free. Gatorade, 28 ounces. Mix and match any flavors you want.
Let's go.
Hey, I want that flavor, and I want that flavor, and then I want that one. Well, cool. Buy 2, get 1 free. There's 3
You'll
of
get
them.
nothing and like it.
Hydrate and quench your thirst with Gatorade at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
Yeah, thank you. I like holiday.
The Vikings-Colts game has been flexed to Sunday Night Football. Now, you might be saying, whoo, look at this. The national fan base is jumping on the old Vikings bandwagon. And that's partially true, but they also want the Jags off effing Sunday Night Football.
Get the Jags off.
Yep. So, Jags, Eagles moved to 3:05. Colts, Vikes moved to Sunday Night Football. So that's just a couple weeks away. That's November 3rd.
Too bad that's a home game.
Yeah.
That's the next game after Thursday's game, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Last guy.
That's sweet. Night games are great.
Sunday Night Football. Yeah, they are, man. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be super fun.
The Vikings are at the Rams in a couple of days. On Thursday of this week, 7:15. The Vikings are 5-1. The Rams are 2-4. They had one of those simulated practices, right, where they didn't practice, so they had to estimate participation. Those are my favorite injury reports.
Yeah.
Here's how much they would have practiced if we had practiced. So Blake Cashman didn't practice.
In fake practice.
Nobody practiced, but Blake definitely didn't. Limited in pretend practice, Caleb Evans, TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, Patrick Jones, Josh Oliver, Harrison Phillips. Now, technically, none of them practiced.
No, none of them did.
But if they had, they would have been limited.
Did Jesus Jones practice?
Yes.
Jim Jones?
No, he couldn't make it.
Sauce, if Jesus Jones was going to practice, when would he practice?
Come on, you got this. Come on.
That's a song?
Come on, bud.
That's an artist, right?
When would Jesus Jones practice?
Sunday?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chris, tell him when.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right now, he would practice.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if he were thirsty, what would Jim Jones drink after practice? Kool-Aid. That's right.
And Jenny Jones, if she was going to practice, what would she? She'd probably out somebody on her show, and then that guy would kill himself.
Yeah,
about
or
that?
get murdered.
Good point. It was a murder.
Yeah.
Paul, your hands up.
Jenny Jones.
1,000%.
I believe she's passed on.
Oh,
I don't know if she has.
no, I don't
Is that
think
not right?
so.
I think she's still kicking it.
I get her and Big Meech mixed up.
Does that change?
Big Meech.
Who is Big Meech?
Meech.
Who the hell is
Jesus
Big
Christ.
That sounds. It sounds like you're not allowed to say that.
You don't know who that is?
No.
If you saw him, you'd know. You know why I get him mixed up.
Big Meech.
I got him. Got him good.
I wasn't expecting to hear Big
What?
Meech get mentioned on the
What the hell is Big Meech?
I don't know who
is
Big Meech
that?
is.
He's the co-founder of the Black Mafia family. He's in federal prison.
He just got out, I think.
He was moved from federal prison to community
What?
confinement.
Where did you
okay.
find what?
I'm a big fan.
Why are you Googling Big Meech?
It was a misspelling.
Jenny Jones is still with us. She's 78 years old.
And
How about Big Meech?
yeah, what about Big Meech? There's your podcast title. I think Max needs help.
That was the last thing I was expecting to hear. Big Meech and Jenny Jones comparison.
He's been in jail since 2005 on drug trafficking and money laundering.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, speaking of mafia bosses, Max, are you caught up yet on Penguin?
I watched episode 4. I didn't watch this week's episode yet.
4 was good, right?
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
I think the show is progressively getting better every episode. So the people
too.
that, when you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score and you're like, wow, it's 94%. I thought it got off to a decent start. I think it's consistently getting better.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
You guys will like it.
I'm super invested in what's about. Multiple characters now. I find myself emotionally invested in them and what's going to happen. Like,
That's sweet.
yeah, it's really good, man.
Is it hour episodes?
Yep.
Yeah, about that 45
Is
minutes.
it?
An hour.
What am I streaming it on?
Max.
Max.
Oh.
Not Max's bootleg. HBO Max.
Did you guys, anybody besides Max, watch that thing I suggest you guys watch?
That's the only streaming service I don't have.
You just
No, The Woman of the Year is on Netflix.
No, the one the one you
Florida
texted
Man.
us last night is on Max. You said.
Oh, the
yeah.
Florida
I'm
Man.
sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, got it.
I
I
am
thought you were talking about the
listening.
movie.
Yeah, did anybody watch it's Florida Man? Did anybody?
No.
I have not
okay.
seen it. No.
Okay, it's so like in the vein of drunk history and stuff like that, and they've only released one episode. They take real news stories from Florida and reenact them with actors, sort of like drunk, and they're actors like you'll recognize them, but they also have the real people telling the story. And if the rest of the episodes are as weird and unbelievable as the first episode, I can't wait to see what they do, because we all know it's either, if you read a weird news story, it either happened in Florida or Wisconsin.
Right.
And the first one again involves eating somebody's toes. And it sounds like, I don't want to watch that. It's gross. But it's hilarious. And it's so weird, right, Max?
It's incredibly
You can't
weird.
believe it, man.
No, the whole time, and then there's several twists in the story where you're just like, wait, what? It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's really funny though.
Name?
It's called
It's Florida
it's
Man.
Florida,
It's Florida
comma, man.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Yep, only one episode
Yeah,
on HBO.
one a week,
Max.
apparently.
I think it just started.
Yep.
Oh, did you see who's producing it?
No.
Big Meech.
Behind bars.
Man, the guy's talented.
Wow, good for
The
Meech.
guy's talented.
Good for Meech. Big Meech.
The Ravens 41-31 over the Bucks. Lamar Jackson 5 touchdowns, 281 yards, 52 yards rushing. They started 0-2. They've won every game since. They're now 5-2.
Yeah.
If you didn't see the end of the
I
game,
was
though,
going to say, what happened to Godwin?
dislocated ankle, done for the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
Evans left the game with a hamstring re-aggravation.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Godwin, though, even worse, is done for the year, dislocated ankle. So that'll shatter your
man.
fantasy football team.
And you know what, dude?
You want to hear my top 3 receivers on my fantasy football team?
Let us guess. I'm going to go Chris Godwin. Mm-hmm. Who else has this? Oh, Brandon Ayuk.
Yep.
And
Debo. No, the last one was Evans.
Oh, and Evans.
Wow.
You can pick them.
Man, that's a pretty good game.
Pretty good weekend for me.
Right, yeah.
Can we?
Better than it was for me for Mr. Godwin, though.
I don't know who can beat. I know they've lost twice, but now moving forward, I don't know who could beat the Ravens.
I think I said it was last week or the week before that. I think they're my favorite to win the Super Bowl.
They're so good.
They are. What makes them so good is you can't put 8 in the box because they'll burn you with Zay Flowers and those 2 stud tight ends. And if you back off and play man, they run over you. Derrick Henry had 4 touches in the first half, the lowest I think he's had in his career. He had 11 in the second half for 169 yards.
How about our guy, too? Rashad Bateman, 4 catches, 121 yards, and a long touchdown.
Bateman also, he's a stud for that squad.
Yeah, so
that team is unbeatable.
Zay Flowers has really emerged as like a good number 1 kind of wide receiver guy, and then they got Likely and still got Mark Andrews hanging out there. And Lamar Jackson has just taken another step as a passer this year.
5 touchdowns. Yeah. And they are exactly what I think the new version of football is. They don't lay off the gas. They're like the Lions. They throw when they shouldn't be. They were up huge, and they're just chucking the ball downfield.
We did a whole show yesterday, by the way, and nobody brought up the fake punt.
The fake punt was
right.
Corey, your thoughts?
The Dan Campbell aggressiveness?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just go
that's
for it.
Big time gambling.
PA told me, or told all of us. Do you remember, Sauce? I think they did a fake punt from their own 12-yard line a couple of weeks ago.
I think
and it worked that time.
Yeah.
From their own 12.
They do it all the time.
Which,
what are they?
There's an
say
advantage
8?
to doing that, though, too. It's like in poker, if you bluff all the time, but then have pocket aces, they're never going to expect you to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's if you put it on tape so often, then teams probably over expect it.
Yeah.
Or, there's got to be a reason he's doing it this often, especially in his own territory. Obviously, it didn't work. And not only did it not work, it looked like it was not even close to working.
No.
PA also said that it's the punter's discretion.
Dear God.
Yeah. Yeah. He said,
Really?
The punter can call it. Yeah.
I don't know if he did on that particular one, but he can. That's the word.
Yeah. That the punter, think about that. Think of having that much faith in your punter that if he thinks he can. Yeah.
Especially because they got to be kind of excited, like, hey, I want to try it this time.
Yeah.
Well, that's the last person I want to make that decision.
No kidding.
Well, again, I'm just screaming into the wind here, but can you imagine if a punter, like a world-class punter, spent a ton of time or grew up being a quarterback? Yeah. What kind of an advantage that would be to have a punter that could truly be a college or better level quarterback, so you always have the threat of him passing. Vice versa.
Right.
We've talked about this forever too, but backup quarterbacks are quarterbacks that are holders.
Yeah.
Right? Like Tony Romo was a holder for a while until that got botched. But if you have that guy be somebody that is capable of quickly standing up and throwing it accurately, what a threat.
Yeah.
Can we get Ryan Wright to sling it once in a while? Or as you and I called him in a softball tournament, Nate Wright.
Oh, yeah, we did call him Nate Wright. Yeah. He was really, really nice about it, too.
He hates you, though.
I'm sure
we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, I bet he hates me. Yeah, I can see that.
It still wasn't 100% our fault, if you remember right.
Yeah.
He didn't buy that for a second.
Was that the same game that the long snapper DePaula would hit a home run every time he'd step up?
4 for 4.
Yeah, 4 home runs.
That might have been the year before.
Yeah,
I don't remember now.
He's a great dude.
Great dude. And Ryan Wright's super nice, too.
Yeah.
We're like, dude, we're sorry. We know what your name is. We got fed information incorrectly, and for whatever reason didn't hear it in our heads that it's wrong.
And then who kept telling us to keep calling him
Kirk?
Big Meech.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
Kirk. Yeah. Kirk. Yeah.
No, CJ Ham was like, dude, it's Ryan, not Nate. And we're like, have we been calling him Nate? We didn't even hear it in our heads. And then Kirk walked over to us in the dugout and was like, it's great, though. Keep doing it.
Yeah,
We're like,
keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Kirk did not want us to switch it to Ryan.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Great. All right, we better break.
All right.
We got to break now.
What really matters after this? Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
Man.
Jeff Reinhardt's and Day by Day. I'm preparing right now, Corey, to show the lovely and talented Max the Jim Rome Jim Everett confrontation?
He's never seen
it
it.
No. Here we go.
No, I was talking about when David Stern confronted him.
Do you guys know what he's talking about there? Had you ever heard that?
I don't think so.
Or David Stern, Jim Rome was questioning him about something, and David Stern was like, "How about when you beat your wife, Jim?" Like live on the air, and Jim was, "That's not fair. That's not fair."
Comeback.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, look at that. There's Stu Scott and Susie Colbert.
Oh, wow.
Look at this.
Topping the Sports Night rundown, a heated exchange on Wednesday's edition of Talk 2 that has everyone talking. Host Jim Rome and Saints quarterback Jim Everett wound up rolling off the stage. When athlete and host step over the line, the result is as follows.
All right, there it is, 1989, his biggest game as a pro quarterback with the LA Rams. Team was trailing 17-3. He took them all the way back. 2017, 454 yards passing. And incredibly enough, he is now playing for that team that he lit up. I'm talking about the New Orleans Saints quarterback, Jim Everett. There's the game winner right there. All right, that was then, and this is now. He's now a member of the Saints. Jim, good to have you on the show.
Good to be here, Jim. Thank you.
Check that. Chris Everett, good to have you on the show.
You know what? You've been calling me that for about the last 5 years.
Now, 2 years, actually, Chris.
Well, hey, you know what? Let me say one thing. In that game, how many sacks did I have that we came back and won?
How many sacks did you have?
How many sacks?
Well, see, but this was back in 1989.
Okay, that was
you may have even been Jim Everett back there, but somewhere along the way, Jim, you ceased being Jim and you became Chris.
Well, let me tell you a little secret. That, we're sitting here right now, and if you guys want to take a station break, you can. But if you call me Chris Everett to my face one more time...
I already did it twice.
You call it one more time, we better take a station break.
Well, it's a 5-minute segment, or 5-segment show. We got a long way to go.
Well, we do.
We got a long way to go.
We do.
I'll get a couple segments out of you before.
Well, it's good to be here with you, though.
Well, it's good to see you,
because
too.
you've been talking like this behind my back for a long time.
But now I said it right here.
Right, exactly.
Well, we got no problem with that.
I think that you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
I hate Jim Rome for that.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
That was so slimy.
I bet I do.
I just... check that, Chris.
It's awful, right? Everything that Jim Rome's doing is awful. But how about Jim Everett caring so much about being called Chris Everett?
Dude, you got to do that. You got to punch that guy in the face. You should have beat him into the ground.
Yes,
You got to do that.
Totally. Jim Rome is way more in the wrong than Jim Everett.
No, it's not even. There's
not even close.
There's nothing
I agree.
you can say about it. You got to punch that guy in the face. You have to. You can't let him do that to you.
But like, if I called you Paulina Lambert and you were like, "I dare you to say it one more time," you're like, "Calm down." He's calling you a girl's name, and that's making you mad. But
it's not about the girl's name. You can call him F-face. You can call him anything. It's about the disrespect as you're sitting there.
Right.
That's what it is. You got to understand that, man. It's about the disrespect.
I 100% agree.
Nothing to do with whether it was a girl's name or a woman's. That has nothing to do with it.
Jim Everett came onto that program to address that.
Completely.
For sure.
And that's why he's there.
Which is another really dumb thing by Jim Rome. Is if you're going to hate the guy that much or rip the guy that much, why even have him on? What's the point? Just to troll him. He's just being a troll.
Yeah. And I wish he'd gotten really beat up. I wish he was in traction still.
Yeah.
I hate that, man. That's just the worst thing.
He took it easy on him. He just flipped the table on him.
Yeah, he did go back.
Right. Yeah. He could have actually really whooped his ass.
That's just the worst, man.
Yeah. Jim Rome is so smug, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's still.
Yeah, he's
still going.
He still does. Yeah, for sure. Right. I hear him do spots on our station all the time.
All right.
Yeah. Check that. Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Just punch him.
All right. What really matters? Scores and stats around the world of sports. And in between, Chris is going to change your life with some. Check
Don't
that.
call me Chris.
Jim Hockey.
Jim.
I wish I was Jim Hockey. That's a cool name.
The Cardinals won 17-15 over the Chargers. Sauce had Kyler Murray in the Charge Challenge.
Wow.
Didn't do much and then had a, 44-yard touchdown run, Saucy. That's a 10-point play for you.
Yeah.
That saved you 145 yards in the air and a touchdown. Trey McBride had 51 yards. So you scored, 20-something?
5.
All right, so you gained on Hawk a little bit.
So I watched that entire game. It was the fastest paced NFL game I've ever seen. I don't watch a lot of Chargers football. Harbaugh runs it like a college team. They run, and then they try and go on these long sustaining drives. And they kicked 5 field goals, and it was just awful. So the few times that the Cardinals got the ball, there was one touchdown pass between both quarterbacks, And I got really lucky with that 44-yard run.
So if you scored something like 25, you have something like 93-ish or so?
I have it right here. Corey has 144. Hawk has 102. Perry had 28.
Oh.
He has 96. I have 93. Helverson has 72. And John Creasel, whose quarterback went out, I think, after the second play. Had 10. He has 71.
All right, so you said 93 for you, right?
Yes, sir.
So Parrish then is just 6 points behind you, Chris.
Right.
And Sauce is 9 back. So they're both within striking distance.
I like it.
We
Let's
got some
keep it
drama.
interesting, yeah.
I think we're going to have multiple ghosts this year.
Multiple losers for sure.
Multiple losers, yeah.
Yep. What really matters, though, is this.
Ravens, when in captivity, can learn to talk better than parrots do.
What?
Nevermore.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had never heard that Ravens could do that.
Me neither.
Me either, man.
That'd be cool.
Then why do you have to have them carry notes?
That's a good
Just
point.
talk.
Hey, come here. Hey, I got a message from Caesar.
The salad guy?
Yeah, that's right. Eat more salad, Chubsy.
Oh, I'm being trolled by a dead guy.
No, I'm a Raven. Did you not?
Oh, sorry. No, your note, though, is from the Caesar guy.
It took me a while to get here.
How are you?
Tired.
What are you going to do after you tell me that I'm fat?
I'm gonna bang a female bat.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
Yeah,
Don't
feedback.
judge me.
Why? A
Don't
female
judge
He
me.
likes the goth chicks.
Yeah, don't judge me. I like what I like.
Okay.
The World Series, John Bonus, starts Friday.
here,
Walk
guys.
me
See
through
ya.
this
Bye.
because
Why are you whispering?
I'm not a ball guy. I don't understand baseball.
Okay.
How do you say it? Yankees? The Yankees are at the Dodgers at 7:08
Yeah.
on Friday.
Two big surprises in the World Series. A lot of drama. I guess the world's excited about this. People keep telling me how excited they are. The old timers keep telling me how excited they are about two old franchises, two classic franchises facing each other. I'm not terribly invested in this particular matchup.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you
I'm
got
not
Judge
either.
versus.
Listen, I would like to see
Ohtani.
I would like to see Ohtani win a world championship. That much I would like to see because I think he's the best player ever. And there's going to be people who are going to say until he wins a world championship, he can't be the best player ever. Right. And I don't want to hear it.
Wow.
So I guess I'm rooting. Well, I mean, I'm always going to root,
For the home
versus
team?
for somebody over the Dodgers or over the Yankees. Like, I'd root for Jim Rome.
Oh,
Just saying.
Sauce, you going to watch or not?
I will be in the 702, so I will gamble on it.
Yeah, good idea.
But I want the Dodgers to win. I hate the Yankees. Aaron Boone has a suck face, and go Dodgers.
What's worse, butthole eyes or a suck face?
Butthole eyes.
You're off next weekend too.
Just Monday and Tuesday, yeah.
So you're going to watch the series in Vegas?
Yeah.
6 days ago, you tweeted a Yankees, Mets, or Dodgers World Series would be unwatchable.
Yeah, I'll watch it, though. I'm a fraud. Yeah. I'm a huge fraud.
I thought you said you were a huge frog. That's your favorite animal.
No, I'm just huge.
Oh.
Don't say that.
But what really matters is this.
Cool. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Blood donors in Sweden receive a thank you text when their blood is actually used. That's a good
Really?
idea.
Oh,
That's pretty
very cool.
That's very
That's a good
nice.
idea. Yeah.
What if you never get the text and then you realize
Yeah.
my blood's worthless? I did that for nothing. I helped no one.
That's sad.
What if they texted you and said, "Hey, this is Jim. He's dying. You want to give him your blood, or yes or no?" And you're like,
Jim
"No,
Rome?
Screw Jim.
Screw Jim.
Yeah, I like Jim.
Poor Jim.
Well,
How many Jim sauce can you name that you like?
That I like?
Mm-hmm. Real or fictional?
That I like? Well, Jim Croce. He has some bangers, right?
Yeah, man.
What song does he have?
Operator.
Yeah, that's a good tune.
Carrie. Brown.
Jim Carrey, yeah.
Belushi.
Jim Belushi, sure.
Shorts.
Jim Shorts, yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Class Heroes.
Yeah.
Gym Class Heroes.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
Shoes.
Gyms I don't like, Jim Jones.
How about Jimmy's?
The rapper.
Gyms I do like, Jimmy John's.
Ooh. What
Yeah.
about Cocoa Pop?
Would you eat some Jimmy John's right now, Hawk?
If I get to.
Would you buy some?
What?
We should get Chick-fil-A, Hawk. He'll pay for it.
I would definitely pay for it, sure. Order it up.
Chubsy? Oh, I thought you were going to go with that. Those are the
No,
only
I don't
Chubs.
do things like that.
Caviezel.
Oh, yeah.
The Wolves are at the Lakers tonight at 9 o'clock. Alan Horton will join our show at about 8 or so for a couple of minutes. Check it in live from Los Angeles. So cool that we actually have somebody in California covering this game.
Yeah, man.
The Wolves are 1-point favorites tonight on DraftKings. Maybe you guys have seen this, and maybe I've asked you. Who knows? I don't have a memory with 2 S's anymore. DraftKings has the Wolves wins over-under at what?
Oh. 49.5.
91.
45.
53.5.
Saucy. 52.5.
Oh, wow.
52.5.
I would take...
Dump.
I would take a dump. I would take the over.
I'll take the under.
50. Well, it's got to be more than $50. It's a season-long bet.
$100.
Fine. God, Bonus, I love you.
I think if they stay healthy, Sauce, you have this.
Yeah. I think
Specifically, Ant. Ant stays healthy. They're over 52.
They can win 60 games.
How many games they win last year?
50, what was it 56?
Really?
I think it was like 56.
Maybe I should've
That's
bet
right,
this then.
yeah.
23, 24.
Well, then I'm probably probably a mistake.
Oh, no, that's the wrong year.
56 and 26.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mullen.
Yeah, I'll stay with it. Nobody's ever gone broke betting the under on the Wolves.
This year you do. That
Maybe I
changes.
do.
That's
Maybe I do.
Power Trip Bets' bet. He always bets the under.
Yeah, it is.
Except for the one year I told him to bet the over and it didn't work out.
Well, just like we learned with the Lynx and the Vikings this year, right? When Minnesota teams are projected to be just atrocious,
Right.
that's when once in a while they jump up and surprise us. When they are projected to be super good, they almost always let us down. So this is a super highly projected, dominant, fashionable pick to win the whole thing. This is probably when we go with like 30 and 52 because
terrible.
6 guys get hurt.
And I just lost $50 to Sauce this weekend. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
What was that in? Football? College football?
Lions.
I took the Lions.
Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you paid me. Well, who else did I bet?
Lieber.
And who else? And Tommy. No? Somebody else.
You bet that one where we all bet $50?
Yeah. And yeah. It was
I paid you,
Yeah,
right?
you did. That's right. Yeah.
I paid you in coupons.
So I guess I'm picking up your Chick-fil-A this morning.
Oh, thanks, Bonus.
Let's go.
Why can't Canes be
via your
open at
Venmo.
6:42?
I would eat Canes.
I know, but they don't open this early. Son of a bitch.
Can't you open
Don't
them?
you own a few?
Yeah. You get it for free. Can't you just
Yeah.
call them?
Who's the guy that has the Taco Bell in his?
Devontae.
Devontae, yeah.
Oh yeah, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Man,
If I had the money that Devontae Adams has, I would definitely call Todd Graves from Canes and be like, "What do I got to do to get a Canes in my basement?"
how about
Definitely would do that.
the Jets and Raiders? I think have the same record.
Yeah, they said
They're both 2-5. Yeah.
he lost to the Steelers on the Raiders, got traded to the Jets, and then lost to the Steelers again the next week.
Tough to do. More of What Really Matters with John Bonus after this on The Fan.
This is Saint Suburbia and the song Cheers.
You know him from Reno 911, Grandma's Boy, and the Benchwarmers, but now you can see him live on stage. Don't miss out when Nick Swartzen hits the stage at the State Theater on the Hit the Toilet Head Tour on January 10th. Tickets?
Is that what it is?
Yes. I think so.
Toilet Head.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there was a weird thing in the copy. It was weird spelling. Toilet Head Tour on January 10th. Tickets are on sale now, but caller 11 will win your way in with a pair of tickets, 800-320-5326.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Hell yeah, that'll be great.
So you may know him from Reno 911 or Grandma's Boy. Sauce knows him from his contacts in his phone.
I do, yeah. I'm very fortunate to be a good friend of Nick Swartzen. And I love him.
you.
He's a great human.
You love him.
I love him, yeah. He's a great human.
Would you go to his funeral?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you go to his wedding?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you send him a Christmas card?
I don't send Christmas cards.
You're going to have to.
Yet.
Oh,
Can't wait to throw it away.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm going to send one to Hogs Daddy, and
Thank you,
he'll
buddy.
keep it.
I will. I'll keep it year-round.
Let's do more of what really matters, but let's lead off with a little bit of wild news thanks to our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com.
That's right. Thank you, Catalyst.
Wild news. They are they're official partners with the Minnesota Wild anyway, so that makes sense.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Catalyst. The Wild are at the Panthers tonight, the defending champs, the Florida Panthers at 5:30. The Wild 3-0-2. They are one of 4 remaining teams that have not lost in regulation.
Yeah, we call this the Parish Bowl.
The Winnipeg Jets, the New York Rangers, the Calgary Flames, and the Minnesota Wild have yet to lose in regulation.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Florida is 4-2-1.
We said just don't start as bad as you did last year. You'll be okay. And they've so far so good.
Yes, sir.
Haven't lost yet.
And they've only had 2 games at home. The other 3 are on the road. And what do they got? 4 more, I think?
Yeah.
Part of this 7-game road
Yeah.
stretch.
We're not back till November.
Man.
Well,
so good start for the Minnesota Wild.
Good for them.
Outside of the Spurgeon injury. That sucks.
Yeah.
But Gustafson's playing like a beast. I think he was like, the 3rd star of the week from the NHL?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gus Bus. I mean, when he wins a bunch of games and scores a goal, hard not to give him a little tip of the cap. But what really matters is this.
There's a thing called the Poison Garden in Alnwick Castle in England. Many of the plants are so deadly, they have to grow them in cages so nobody touches them. The Poison Garden.
Yeah, I've heard about that before, and I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Oh, great. Hawk played with that guy. Not like that. Whoa. He played music with
No,
him.
you're right.
Yeah, the lawsuit's still pending.
Didn't you?
No, yeah, you're right.
Sorry, did he?
Lions wide receiver Jamison Williams in trouble again. He's facing a 2-game suspension. This time, not for gambling like he had a 4-game suspension a year or 2 ago. This time it's for violating the NFL's performance-enhancing substance policy. So he is facing a 2-game suspension. He's 23 years old, apparently. Doesn't understand how to legally gamble while being an NFL player and what he can legally take or not take as an NFL player. So congratulations, Jamison Williams.
He's the guy the Lions took when they traded back or up with us, and we took Lewis Cine. They took him.
Yikes. He's very good when he's not being an idiot.
Yeah.
He's a solid player.
it's just a 2-game suspension for performance enhancing drugs in the NFL?
Yeah, the NFL doesn't care. If you sniff anything illegal in Major League Baseball, they kick you out for 7 years.
That's half a year.
But the NFL, it's like just it's
whatever.
Take Thursday off, take Sunday off. We'll see you in a week and a
Did we
half.
not tell you we were testing your pee? Come on, man.
Come on, dude.
What are you doing?
Does it matter what it was?
Yeah,
or does it,
it does.
There's like a different severity for different drugs. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this one was just he took a 5-hour energy before the game.
I realized at one point yesterday during the day that I'd already taken 4.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Hawk would be he would be let go if they tested for 5-hour energies here.
You and I, Chris, are proof that dudes are awful. And here's why. There's so many ways. You had a doctor flat out say, stop drinking 5-hour energies. At least the amount that you were taking, right? 3, 4, 5 a day. Stop it. It's like ripping your insides
It was
out.
a stomach thing, right?
I pissed blood at the auto show, and my doctor was like, stop drinking energy drinks. I'm like, I only have 2 or so a day, sometimes just 1. She's like, no more. And I'm like, okay. So for like a month, I didn't. That was like, what, 4 years
What
ago?
are you drinking over?
Monster. So, I mean, we are stubborn and we don't listen?
Yeah. Do you want me to die poor or take 5-hour energy? Because I can't work and not take it anymore.
That is exactly how I feel every day I grab a Monster before I energy.
And then,
before I go to work is, well, I could either be dead tired or slowly be killing myself from the inside.
Yeah.
And I say, these taste super good.
There was the time
I'm
Hawk,
a fan.
Hawk bought an entire case of them and brought them in, and I think he had 1 and then the rest were gone, right?
Yep.
Somebody took them out of his drawer.
They sure did, and I was ready to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, my dad goes, I've never had an energy drink in my whole life. And I go, it's too late to start now.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
86.
Yeah, your heart
I don't
rate's
want
straight.
you riding the wave.
Maybe you do.
Calm
An
down.
86-year-old sounds exactly when you want to start drinking Monster.
good point.
Oh,
energy
man.
drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good for
You can go over to
86-year-olds.
his house, he's skateboarding.
Yeah.
That's when I'm going to start smoking.
Yeah, he's
listening
doing
to
doobies.
he's listening to Limp Bizkit.
Hanging out with big meats.
I know what I was missing, man.
If I knew my dad was going to start listening to Bizkit if he starts drinking energy drinks, I would drop off a case today.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Just stab him. I know. Fred Durst, I get it, Dad.
What if the phone rang and you answered and your dad just said, I did it all for the nookie? And then he hung up.
Hey, Dad, what's up?
All right, partner.
Yeah, so
You
good.
know what time it is.
Oh, my God. What
Keep
a great
on
way
rolling, baby.
to start a song.
Come over for some hot dog water.
Wow. Close.
It's better than him asking for the chocolate starfish.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, that's the lesser of two
played.
evils.
Sure.
It's not that much better, but it's better.
Yeah.
Is it my turn or your turn? Oh, we're talking about Jameson Williams. So, what really matters is this.
Yeah. Morton's toe is when your second toe is longer than your big toe. It's widespread in art, with the Statue of Liberty being one of the more famous examples of a statue having a second toe bigger than the big toe.
I wonder why it's prominent
Mine
in
is.
art.
I don't know.
Pretty sure mine is.
There's got to be a
mine
reason
too.
why artists, though, think it either aesthetically looks better or it's easier to do or something. I guess I don't understand that.
Either. That's a good point.
Yeah, mine is, for sure. Does that mean I'm an artiste?
No.
Yeah, it does. Means you're a model.
Thanks, man.
Foot model.
Nobody wants this.
You're an artist.
It means about 3 generations ago, your relatives were hanging upside down from trees.
Yeah.
I think his dad's hanging upside down right now.
Oh, God, you're right. I forgot. Son of a bitch. I'll be right back, guys.
in South Carolina.
That's what he told you.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on webcam with Chris. The Niners lost Brandon Ayuk for the year. That was a torn ACL. He's out for the season. He just agreed to a 4-year, $120 million extension.
Good idea, Brandon.
He dropped so many balls this year when he was healthy. He had a very frustrating year, and then he tore his ACL. So nice start to that giant extension with Brandon Ayuk.
Someone pointed out on Twitter the Niners' healthiest receiver was shot in the chest a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he caught it.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. And yeah, man. That,
somebody on SportsCenter, though, made a really good point. It's a very obvious point, but it's like, yeah, it's well said, though. They said specifically in all sports, but specifically the NFL, when you have a window, you have to pounce. Because last year, the Niners were a player or two away from winning the Super Bowl, but they didn't. And Vegas and everybody else looked at that roster this year and said, dear God, it's going to be a very tough team to stop. Loaded on offense, loaded on defense, great coach. Here we go. And their injury list is epic, right? McCaffrey hasn't played. Ayuk is not going to play. They have Greenlaw's out for the year. Hargrave.
They're under 500.
It's epic. It's just not that easy. If you have a window, you have to take advantage. I think the Wolves are going to feel that right now too, right? This is maybe their window. Hopefully they have a 10-year window, but what if it is only a 2 or 3 year window? You got to pounce.
Yeah.
When that window opens.
Ant's ready to play some football. Let's get this done.
I know. He wants to win a ring and go play football.
Speaking of that, isn't today the day that recreation of the Moss Garnett picture comes out with Ant and Jefferson?
Yep, I think the Timberwolves Twitter was alluding to that.
Okay, that'll be epic.
Yeah.
If Ant won an NBA title with the Wolves and then switches to football, signs with the Vikings, and then they win a Super Bowl, do you think the people of Minnesota would willingly allow him to be our king?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Yeah. Like no more governors, no more. Just
he would be in charge.
You turn the governor's mansion into an actual castle and say you are now King Ant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything for the rest of your life is paid for.
Yes.
Do whatever you want. You're the king of Minnesota.
100.
We're not even going to have voting anymore, which we might not anyway.
Yeah.
So let's just let Ant be king.
We would hook the chain to the Sid Hartman statue and just drag it down the street.
Oh, poor Sid.
But we'd have to.
I know.
Because a giant statue would go outside a Target Center for Ant. We'd have to put a giant one on the Viking ship at U.S. Bank Stadium. It would just be like Captain Ant.
Yeah.
Because he won us a title. I guess we would. He's the king. I guess we would have to let him try playing for the Wild if he wants.
And if he knocked on your door in the middle of the night, you'd have to just say, "Come on in, take what you want."
Whether it's your wife or yourself,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's the king.
Yeah. What flavor are you interested in tonight?
Right. Yeah.
He is invoking prima nocta.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's one of the best scenes in The Office where Michael Scott's like, I didn't know what that meant.
Hi, Barnes.
Hi, Barnes. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Marnie Gellner. Her squad blew it on Sunday. Big time. Sure, the league jobbed him, but they got to look in the mirror a little bit as well. But we can get Marnie's take on that. John Bonus is here. Unfortunately, no Rosie. We're not exactly sure where he is, but we will talk to Alan Horton in an hour, who's in Los Angeles to cover the Wolves and Lakers. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
This is Jeff Reinhardt's, and the song is called Crosses. Local music on the Power Trip Morning Show. Nice job.
The Fan.